Welcome back. You're listening to Western Oz on 88.5 FM. We have got Dr. Simon Order on the line from Liminal Drifter. How are you?
Well, g'day, Sandy. I'm very well on this Friday evening, the end of a fabulous long weekend. It's great to be here.
Yes, so I believe you've been quite busy on the long weekend. What have you been up to?
Yeah, I've been out and about a fair bit. We've been doing a bit of breakfasting. We've been doing a bit of beaching, lots of exercise, lots of music, taking my 3-year-old son out on the back of a bike. Yeah, it's been quite child-centric.
Yeah. Does he enjoy going on the back of the bike?
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah, he just wants his own bike now, but he's still a little bit young for that. So,
yeah.
He's got a balance bike, but obviously that's not good enough. He wants a bike with pedals, and he's adamant that, you know, it can't be a proper bike unless it's got pedals.
Yes. Okay, well, that's good. All right, so I saw that your album Connected actually came number one in the US college radio charts. Number one is called the Chill Record of the Year, so that's amazing. Congratulations.
Thanks very much. It's a pretty awesome achievement, considering who else was in the chart.
Yeah, I had a look. There's some impressive names in there, so that's an excellent achievement. So you've been getting airplay in the US for quite a while, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a long work in progress since about 2015, 2016. We've been gradually putting work into that market. It's just a much bigger market.
Yeah.
And the music and the fans seem to be, they seem to receive the tunes really well. So, I've never even been to the United States, but most of my fans seem to be.
Oh, wow. That's interesting, isn't it? So you haven't been there, but you've got many, many fans. Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously I'm probably not going to go there for a while. But there are some strange centres of, my fan base. So for quite a while, Los Angeles was where the biggest amount of fans were.
Yeah.
And then that moved to Buffalo in New Jersey. And New York's got quite a big fan base as well. So, yeah, it's a bit odd being in little old me in Fremantle and having all these fans in the other side of the world that were in the country I've never been to.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and it's interesting to see how your popularity spreads around.
Well, I think it speaks to, the way we're able to promo and market our music now from a little laptop in our back room. I used to release CDs back in the 90s.
Yeah.
We used to have to take them to the shops and drop them off, which is quite quaint now.
Yeah. That's amazing. And I believe you've also joined the TikTok community. You're now posting videos on TikTok. You've got developing a fan base there now. Yeah,
so because I've got a small team that I work with, and it is very small, and very underfunded, like most of us. But we were making lots of videos for Instagram, and as you probably noticed, we started making quite a lot of time-lapse videos.
Yeah, those are fun. I like those.
Yeah, look, that's come out of a complete fluke because I'd never been on TikTok, and I just went on. I was doing a search one day, and I found that there were about 50 or 60 Liminal Drifter videos on TikTok with the track Timelapse.
Yeah.
And we suddenly realised that, oh my God, people have just made time-lapse videos on TikTok and then Googled the word time-lapse.
Yeah.
Found my track and thought, oh, we'll just stick that on whatever video we've made.
Yeah.
And then we thought, hang on a minute, why don't we do that?
Yeah.
So that's where the time-lapse style was born, completely by accident. And then we thought, well, maybe we should actually put some work up on TikTok as well.
Yeah.
Which is what we started doing. TikTok's a relatively young community.
Yeah.
So we weren't quite sure how it was going to go because, I mean, my fan base is probably 35 to 60.
Yeah. So it was a new demographic. You were introducing your music to a new demographic.
Yeah, very much so, yeah. But, give it a crack, give it a whirl, see how it goes. All these things are works in progress and kind of little adventures in, what we do for a living, I guess.
Yeah, and I noticed you did some interesting. You took some interesting pictures at Sculptures by the Sea. I love that. Every year, I try and go. Did you really enjoy it this year?
Yeah, this year I took my son. You'll see some of the pictures are with him doing silly things, and I really wanted to capture his reactions to the sculptures. I mean, he's only 3. What do I expect? But, he was fascinated by all of them, and he's a very inquisitive, wants to know how everything works. He's always full of questions.
Yeah.
So it was a great success, yeah.
And did he have a favourite sculpture?
I think he liked the one where he was hung upside down and had his head in the bottom of that speaker sculpture.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well, that's amazing. And you've got big plans for the rest of the year. You've already got an EP that's written and that's going to be coming out.
Okay, so today we released the first single from that EP.
Yes.
And that's called Child's Play.
And that's the one we will be hearing tonight.
Yeah, so that's the first of a series of 3, and they'll be coming out either monthly or bi-monthly, not sure yet, intervals over the year. So, I mean, the plan for this year and early next year is to give fans a lot more music.
Yes.
Really try and release a lot more and give them more of the styles that I've been working on, especially during COVID. A lot has come out of that. So there's the 3 singles. Later in the year there'll be an EP, which will be a 5-tracker. And then early next year, we're not sure exactly when yet, there'll be a full album. So it's a lot more music than normal.
Yeah.
In the kind of duration of time. But, so that's the plan really for the future, to put more music out generally. I just felt that an album every 18 months wasn't enough. And
yeah.
I was capable of a lot more, and I could tell from talking to fans, and they were saying, we want more music. And so I'm doing my best.
Yeah, no, that's good. So you've been quite prolific during the lockdown. That's when you made most of it?
Yeah, so majority of all that stuff I've just talked about is been made. There's a few things to add to the album. I just felt that lockdown was an opportunity to really focus on, I couldn't really go out that much. I was working from home. So it gave me an opportunity to, I suppose, become a lot more focused. A lot of the music I do, I can do anywhere. I can do it in a library, or I can do it in a doctor's surgery, or on a train or a plane.
Yeah.
But this time I was doing it in my studio. It was nice to have that focus, knowing that I couldn't really go anywhere. Yeah, I think it's... and a lot of the tunes that have come out, the themes, as each one comes out, fans will sort of get a sense of where they'd come from in lockdown. So the second single that's going to come out, I can't tell you the name,
yeah.
but I can tell you it has come from a musical style that is kind of my go-to, that it's a bit like a safe haven for me. Whenever I'm a bit stressed, I'll always listen to that type of music. And of course, during COVID, we were all looking for safe havens, either mentally or emotionally.
Yeah.
So there's all these really interesting themes that came out of, the experience of lockdown.
Yeah, no, that's great. Well, let's chat a bit about Child's Play. So you've said there's a bit of a dub influence there. I
talk about my son a lot. He's obviously a huge influence on me. I've been watching him, especially during lockdown, just play with these very simplistic toys, building blocks, and just completely immersed in the moment. Time doesn't really exist. He's in that state of flow that, athletes and musicians get into, and he's in there a lot.
Yeah.
And I I'm sort of a bit jealous in a way, because a lot of us adults have forgotten that, you know, the power is in the now.
Yeah.
Rather than the destination of, when I get that great job or when I pay the mortgage off. The destinations are, pretty much anticlimactical. And watching him reminding me of, the process is, I know it's a cliche, but the process of living is far more important than where you end up, because we all end up in the same place.
Yeah.
So that's what Child's Play is about, and that came out of lockdown as well. Yeah, watching him for hours. Really.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's a great message. And so that's out today, so it's available everywhere online, I believe.
Yeah, it's available everywhere, all the usual outlets. Obviously, artists prefer people to consume at Bandcamp. They're probably the best deal for us as artists, but not everybody wants to use Bandcamp, so it's everywhere else as well.
Fantastic. Okay, well, we're going to play Child's Play now. And Simon, thank you so much for chatting with us.
My pleasure, Sandy. Have a great evening.